thing's not working anymore. Alright, whatever. I'll talk to you later. This looks interesting.
I want you to open your HSR account right
Let's watch this.
now and compare your old units with your newer units. Notice anything different? Your
Nah, they're
old
the same.
units are mostly E0S1 or even E0S0.
False. E6, S1. I don't have this disgusting creature.
But your modern units are mostly E2S1 or E1S1. Without
because
even
they keep
realizing
putting-
it, the way you pull has completely changed because HSR is slowly changing from the inside out. And there's so many other things in HSR that has changed as well. That
Oh, trust me, I know this step. They keep locking good shit behind Eidolons. Just shit that completes a character. It's so fucking annoying.
you might not even notice. Let's break it down one by one, starting with how Hoyo handles anniversary units.
They're getting greedier and greedier.
Technically, the first ever anniversary unit is Acheron, but Hoyoverse was not fully invested in anniversary units yet at the time, because Xiao
True.
Cho was the only dedicated unit for Acheron. But now Hoyo is fully invested in anniversary units, just from
Yeah.
looking at how they design Castris and Silverwolf.
Okay, literally, they're fucking like almost unusable without their fucking core team. It's so like, they're so greedy.
And because of that, they designed Mortonak's Blade to synergize really well with Acheron, even though they could just completely drop Acheron and design Blade to only work with the future Mono Man team. I won't be surprised if they also made a sustain that is designed for another team, but also
Who is that?
works really well with Acheron, and probably give her a global passive as well for her Nova Flare. Alright, enough
No,
about
you-
Acheron. Let's talk about the positive side of anniversary units. 1. We get more value if we summon for the anniversary units, because we'll be getting the strongest units in the entire version of the game. 2.
Well-
Anniversary units will always comes with their global passive, so we get
Ugh.
even more value out of our pulls. 3. Anniversary units will always comes in package. What I mean by that is that they will always have 4 units in one team that works really well with each other.
Isn't that a bad thing? You need to pull more.
Which means it's going to be a lot more harder for the team to get power crept in the long run.
I
And now,
guess.
let's talk about the problems of anniversary units. Since anniversary units has a lot more value for your pulls compared to other units, this results in everyone almost having the same teams and builds,
True.
which for a single player game is not a problem. But if you do have friends that also play HSR, having the exact same teams and builds with your friends might make the game feels a lot more stale.
Well, I don't like Elation, so I didn't pull Elation units. So,
And not only that, if a bunch of your friends has E2 Silverwolf, the urge for you to E2 your own Silverwolf is going to be very high, resulting
really.
in you spending money or even more money than you originally wanted to. Speaking of money, I'm pretty sure this is all part of Hoyo's manipulation tricks, including the top-up bonus
Correct.
that resets every time the anniversary comes around. Just think about it. When the anniversary is about to reset all the
bro, fuck Elation. Elation sucks. least you
top-up
can sug
bonuses
them.
and you haven't bought any of them, you'll probably get the urge to buy all of them before they reset. That way you won't feel like you missed anything. It's called FOMO if you did not catch that, which is not illegal, but pretty manipulative, like my ex-girlfriend. Another example is when you're so close to an E2 but the feature banner is about to expire, you're probably going to buy one of, if not all of the top-up bonuses. And when the anniversary comes around and resets all those top-up bonuses, your brain automatically thinks, well, I did buy the top-up bonuses last time, I might as well get it again since it resets. And just like that, you're stuck in a loop. I was talking about anniversary units a second ago, and now I'm talking about spending money. How did that happen? Since we're on the topic of spending, let's talk about why people spend a lot more now.
Because you have to, bro. They fucking put all their good shit behind Eidolons. It's bullshit.
The first reason is the increasing amount of Eidolon 2 spikes. Let's use this chart as an example. In version 1, the only E2 that is considered really strong is only Imbibitor Lunae. But in version 2, we have Akron, Firefly and Fei Xiao, so that's 3 good E2s. And in version 3, we have Herta, Maide, Castris, Hyacinth, Fidon, Evernight and Cyrene. So now it's 7. And in version 4, we already have 4 out of 6 characters that has a really good Eidolon 2.
This fucked up, dude. It's gonna get worse. Okay, I did pull for this chick, but that doesn't count. I need Asheville, man. I feel so fucking cool. I'm glad he's like one of the best characters in the game right now, along with Blade.
Really good Eidolon.
Because those are the characters I actually want to pull.
Are the end games, specifically anomaly arbitration, shielding mechanics, and the HP inflation.
Not even, only Blade.
Okay, I know HP inflation also exists in other gacha games, but the one in HSR just hits differently.
It does,
I don't know
dude.
why.
It does.
Anomaly arbitration doesn't give any stellar jades, but it gives the next best thing other than pulls: self-modeling resin and interference keys. As for the shielding mechanics, I'm pretty sure you already know that by now. The last reason for it is the increasing amount of preset teams. Let me give you an example. If you really like the design of Castris, you gotta pull for Hyacinth, cause that's her best sustain. And also, summon for Evernight as well, cause that's her second best teammate in the game. And don't forget to summon for Siren as well, cause she synergizes.
Yeah, fuck that. Just use Trailblazer. Or Tribby. I unfortunately had to pull for Tribby. Well, I didn't have to. But I pulled for Tribby. They got my ass. And I got you one Tribby. It's over for me.
It's really well.
Yeah, at first I didn't like Silverwolf, but like she's growing on me. She's growing on me like a barnacle.
With all 3 of them. And after you get all of them, don't forget to get their E2s as well as light cones, because they're broken as You get the point. That's pretty much everything I want to talk about, but I want to mention a few
Actually, I just jerked off to her earlier. It was pretty fun.
things before I end the video.
I mean, what?
Of course it's fine to spend real money on games that you like, but please spend responsibly, because I've seen people spend so much on this game, even when their current financial situation is not at its best state, including my
I think it was both at the same time.
IRL
I don't remember, bro.
Hopefully they don't watch my videos, because that would be awkward. If you want my recommendation, just buy the Express Supply Pass and then that's it. Nothing else. Besides, if you get the urge to spend on the game but you chose not to, that alone is
only
a really
good to the dead one.
Good way to learn self-control.
What
But you chose not to, that alone is a else. Besides, if you get the urge to spend on the game but you chose not to, that alone is a really good way to learn self-control.
True. Alright, let's see. This guy makes good videos. I don't have time for his videos right now, though. They're too long. But his videos are really good. What time is it? Ooh! Bro, nobody's even here yet. What the hell? Alright, I think I'm gonna try Ninja some more. I kind of want to switch to fucking Reaper already, because I'm like almost bored of playing Ninja. But Also, there's a dead silver wolf. What? What are you talking about?
Hello everyone, after finally getting to cover Himiko Nova, I can officially say she has the most obnoxiously written kit with tons of hidden information which you literally cannot know without gameplay. Thankfully, waiting a week actually paid off. So today, I'm gonna simplify everything and break down her kit, all
Oh, the dead trib, yeah.
rotation,
Same.
because she also has the most complicated setup in the game.
That's like somehow the most fucked up and least fucked up thing you've ever said.
That said, before we get into Himiko, I do want to quickly follow up on my version 1 beta video covering Gilgamesh and Rin. At this point, I'm pretty confident that both
What does
units
Himiko
are
even do?
its allies access to set assist skills. Now, these skills are basically
I can
that
pump
extra
it up.
button we can use during boss fights. At E0, we have 1 total charge, and at E2, that increases to 2 total charges. This button also costs an entire turn. But Astral Express members can remedy this via her trays too, where they get an extra action to make up for it. Knowing that, we will always want an Astral Express member to be the one active.
Okay, so surely her best companion is Trailblazer. But she's Erudition, right? What? They sent me a Twitter and I saw pornography. Good thing I took that off the screen. Where's the fucking drip marketing? Bro, we already saw it. Oh my god, dude. DuckDuckGo fucking blows chunks. But it's still better than fucking Google with its AI slop. Here we go. Okay, she's Fire Erudition. That's unfortunate. This is a good meme. SB Himiko on her way to get bricked the moment her drip marketing comes out. Erudition characters have that shelf life and unrefrigerated meat. He's not wrong. Everybody was like, oh my god, Himiko, or everybody was like, the Herda, she's never getting power cut, bro. The Herda's so broken, she's so Anyway, like, not even a year later, she's fucking dog shit.
Activating the skill, as this
Literal
assist
fucking
skill
brick.
also grants 20 energy, alongside their extra turn.
I don't trust DPS in this game, bro. And if any DPS you want to use, if they don't have a wheelchair team, you're just fucking cooked.
Now, instead of a cooldown like during the weekly boss fights, instead, this charge gets reset after Himiko takes her turn. And this directly connects to her skill, where Himiko casts a self-buff lasting for 3 turns. During this time, she 1. Grants 30% team-wide damage bonus, and 2. Refreshes all our assist skill charges. So, because this skill lasts for 3 turns, we can use the other 2 turns to do other stuff.
Yeah, I probably would have rolled for Evanescence if her animations weren't so fucking dog shit.
As such, her rotation is skill.
But like, they spent all their animation budget on Ashvale.
Skill, assist, then repeat. Looking at her trace 1, it is a bit of a wasted trace, but it allows her to bypass that 1 total assist skill usage, and makes it so she doesn't consume any charges when it's her turn. Ideally, they move this and give her a real talent, but perhaps it's setting a precedent for the future. We'll just have to see. With that in mind, let's go back to the assist skill. Now, these are attacks that scale directly off of Himiko's stats, and when an ally presses the win button, it will also give Himiko 20% resp and 50 crit damage for this one attack. So far, pretty simple. Every rotation, Himiko is doing one assist skill, while the ally of her choice will do another. Now, moving on, let's see what pressing the win button actually does. Firstly, it does damage, but I'll cover the scaling in depth later. More importantly though, when an Astral Express member presses that button, Himiko switches between 2 forms. We got Protocol Verdict and Protocol Decimation. The form we get will depend on the member that pressed it. If it's Himiko, Ever Protocol Decimation.
That's a good
The
meme.
form we get will depend on the member that pressed it. If it's OG Himiko, Evernight, March 7th, or Welt who presses the button, then we'll get Decimation. However, if it's Trailblazer, all 3 Dan Hungs, or Sunday presses it, then we'll get Verdict. Something to note is that when Himiko Nova presses the assist skill on her own turn, it will always be the Verdict version, but she cannot decide her own form. As such, she would always need at least one Astral Express member to operate.
Interesting.
Okay, but what exactly do these 2 forms do? Well, instead of calling it Decimation and Verdict, let's just call it Skill and Old form. When she's in Skill form, all allies will gain 50 crit damage, and skills will gain an additional 50%.
Okay.
It does put a little bit more thinking on the support side, because currently on the support side, you form the same line every time. But with the different Forsaken strat, you have to do 2 different shapes, or 2 different lines depending on which tower it is.
I mean, I
Which is
already
currently-
consider odds and evens completely different things anyway.
Yeah. Currently DPS are doing that,
Wow.
but then it switches DPS to not doing that, which is funny.
So you're saying my job gets... Never mind. My job never gets easier on melee, I flex, whatever.
Yeah, because you just have to flex the other side. You have
What
to
up,
do both.
cuz?
Get fucked. Actually, I have okay, actually, I don't. The tower that I can go to support side doesn't change, so I'm still fine.
Wash your glams. We're about to go in.
That side is the same either way, but I do have to keep in mind the difference on the even tower.
DPS tower.
Don't want to play Reaper.
One thing that makes me nervous though is like people say like, oh, you just use the mark, but like the marks aren't the same shape. Like some of them
There's
are
2
square.
different standing spots.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Some of them are square and some of them are circle. And all these squares make a circle. And before I just vibe it again anyway.
What the heck is
I
this?
don't believe that you vibe it. I'm pretty sure you measure.
Yeah, I top down and I like go until it's like, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm
Pussy, what
closer
up,
to this
cuz?
than the other guy.
I see you.
Which is like partially measured, partially vibe. I like use the two to verify each other.
Alright, my face cam back.
We're about here running that 2FA.
Yeah, pretty much.
For now, we'll just continue to do what we were doing, but if I feel like a change needs to be made, then we will simply try.
So, well, the other one I wanted to ask about was are we gonna do moving the burst to be faster at the start here of the poll to try to like get it in at the end of P2?
Nope, that's not it.
How much do we actually get from it, though?
So it's kind of comp dependent because you get like 60 or 70% of the burst window twice instead of 100% once. Like you gain a burst window, but both of them are like a little bit scuffed. So if your comp has a lot of front loading in the burst window, or they can like hold the back end of their burst window and not lose the potency, then it's just a gain flat out. But if your comp can't do that, then it's much more questionable.
So it's
My
mostly
worry
driven.
with front-loading stuff specifically here is that the way that I normally handle getting my like 60-second burst in phase 2 would just simply not be possible unless I want to like misalign my 60s for my 2-minute like 15 seconds.
So you would lose some smuggling, is what you're saying?
I would lose a huge amount of smuggling, like probably 5,000 potency going into phase 2.
So it's
I think it's more or less us getting comfortable with
Hold on.
Forsaken stuff. I think
have the
once we're
plug on.
actually comfortable, I think we'll be fine.
The
Because we
market
are
board
still...
one. Because people are...
I don't
Yeah.
think we're kind of comfortable with greeting quite yet. So I think
Well.
like it's mostly just us. fully
Well,
Well, and to
getting
be clear,
comfortable with
You might not
gain,
be.
the gain would primarily be moving the melee LB3 and using it for tank LB3. Like that would be where the gains would come in, because then it would be easier to DPS in P3. So like if
But
we,
I'm
but like
actually fine with greeting a little bit because I know when the light is coming down and when to move. But I don't know about anybody else.
Most people seem to be doing that.
yeah,
Source, trust me, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm definitely greeting my positionals as much as I can.
I think that we should. I think that we should keep going as we have been for now, and see how much we can optimize, and like try to get more
Why is everybody
uptime at least.
floating around every so often?
Because if we're just, when we're freaking out trying to get to our spots during Forsaken, like I feel like that kind of doesn't really help either.
It's really hard for me to judge where people are on that because like I'm on Machinist. Everything is free. I don't even have to look at the boss or care where I'm at. I just like hit the buttons while I'm doing my other things.
I wonder.
So it's like hard for me to know how close or far people are on optimization.
We'll see.
Yeah. I think it's
I feel pretty
just,
far from optimized so far.
Yeah, I think it's just getting comfortable at this point.
Alright.
So let's keep going as we normally have, and if we need to change anything, we will.
I mean, you can't res anybody anyway, so...
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
it's not like it really matters, so...
What are you gonna do? Recover the pole?
You wish.
I think even if you like pre-swifted and waited for the person to be dead and instantly raised them, they still couldn't get on the map.
Yeah.
Maybe if you res them
In their spawn.
on the spot. Not
Yeah, if you res
anywhere
them in
away
their spawn.
on the spot.
I did
And
think
then you
I'm
have to hope they
lagging a
don't make a
little
clone.
Spread out.
bit. I'm definitely lagging.
Okay, start. Light speed is goaded though.
They're gonna take it away from me.
We shall
in
see.
8.0.
Yeah, they're just gonna make your Malefic
Because
instant.
Malefic is gonna be instant.
Yep. But that means no more fast raises. Sag.
Bro,
If they're making White Mage instacast, they better make me as well.
why is it so
Nah,
fucking
I think
laggy?
it'd be really
Fucking
funny if
right.
White Mage is just a fizz ranged healer.
Bro, did you see that? What the
They should
fuck?
revert the cast times on Black Mage.
What if they gave you the same personal damage as White Mage?